there is at least a little bit of precedent to, I'm an FBI agent. Hey, I have a case like this. This is now my case too. All right, where are we going here? We're obviously going to take a left. Where does this road even go? It did keep going. Oh, it looks like there might be a roadblock there. He said it was west, but I don't. West is this way because the compass is pointing. How west, George? Okay, yeah, I'll give it to you. This is. What is that? You are correct that this might be too far to walk. Maybe. Alright, so we gotta take this the long and winding road of Flower Road. We do that by taking Moonbright. Moonlight. It says Moonlight. It's just weird. The lettering is a little weird. Cross the railroad. Okay. Okay, I'm getting confused. What's this big? January Way. I know how to get back to January Way, I think. Yeah. We're on Adams. Yeah. Take a left on Adams Street. Get to January Way. Ride January Way all the way to Morgansville, to the park. I'm going to the park. What time is it? 10:50. Easy. What does that last thing mean? Does that mean I have to eat between 9 and 1 o'clock? Because I know the limit means that's the limit on this mission. Like, you have to visit between 10 and 18. Excuse me. I believe this is Adams. We're going to take a left here. Perfect. This is very mundane, but I actually do kind of enjoy the... Oh, shoot. We're good. I do kind of enjoy the driving around town thing. I think there is a element of fun to that. It might get boring after a while, but I'm definitely here for it right now. So yeah, I believe we just keep taking January for quite a while. And... Oh, this is January. My mistake. We were on Adams.
What were they doing in the forest? So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet? Orders by who? Robert, is it? Bob Abrams. Do tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Sam?
I was also trying to tell him this thing I have about Tom and Jerry. Do you guys want me to get into it? I have a whole theory.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
Yeah, they seem real traumatized.
Children, then what did you mean?
It's also like a weird misinterpretation. I think Emily had a very good point there. York was like, "Oh, you don't like talking to children? Got it." All right, let's go ahead and check the map here. But I think we're making good progress. Nope. Wait, is this where we want to cross the railroad at some point? But no, not this. This is the community center. Oh, I think I know a scene that will take place there. I wonder... Nope, that just ends. Never mind. So yeah, I think we keep taking... I guess we're not on January Way any... Whoa, what just happened there? We're just going to random places now? No, it's still January away. I think we keep going there. Do we keep going? Who are you? Oh, it's Harry Stewart. He's just walking around. I think this is... Yeah, that's too far. That's the exit of town. So at some point we take a left. Let's try Tree Street. Tree Street gets us on October Street, what gets us to Moonlight Road. Yes. Okay, so we keep going until Tree Street. So just stay on this road. Let's go. Yeah, there's something very charming about this. I hope it's not boring to watch, but I'm really enjoying playing it. Swery loves small town life. He's actually in the middle of developing another game, which is why it's wild that not only is Deadly Premonition happening, or Deadly Premonition 2 happening, it's not being delayed at all, because he's been working on a game called The Good Life for like the past 4 or 5 years. And it's still, I don't think, even particularly close to being done. But that's like his real passion project. But he did do work on Deadly Premonition 2. He's very much involved in that. He might not be like the main guy anymore, I'm not sure. But he's definitely super involved in Deadly Premonition 2. We don't know very much about Deadly Premonition 2, to be fair. Someone honking at me? What's the problem? I'm right where I need to be. But yeah, The Good Life it's also about, I think, a journalist or like a photographer of some sort who is also like drawn to a small town that she's not used to. She's used to city life. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just get the prompt that I wanted to talk? I'm going. Anyways, yeah, Swery loves the whole small town life thing, and that's clearly going to be a big theme of The Good Life. Do these light signals actually work? I'm really putting a lot of trust in the game here. Oh, it looks like, oh, that's a real long yellow light. Come on, man, don't give that to me. Wow, okay. Wow. Oh, is there a left turn signal on that one? Alright, we're on our way again. Yeah, Swery effing just loves this. This is clearly, just gets a real kick out of having slices of life intermingled, that's the word I'm looking for. Intermingled with, you know, investigations of bad, horrible things. Oh, those two almost got in a wreck, but I wasn't even a part of that. I didn't participate. Got $18 for driving long distance, I guess, to make up for the gas fare. But hey, if this game took place in 2020, we'd be getting paid to fill up the gas, am I right? That's effing wild. Gas companies are paying people to take their gas. Or like crude oil rather than gasoline, but still. We're getting there, buddy. I do like how they can tell, they can interpret. Oh, York really wants to talk right now. I can feel it. Okay, yeah, we're going to take a left with Forks. We're making good progress. If I was alone, I could talk to Zach, but apparently they don't like that. This is too far to walk, though. George was right on this one. I'll give him that. I believe we're gonna skirt over here. Yep, skirt. And then it's gonna be the long and winding road for a second here. I really don't like that song. Actually, I take it back. I really don't like the first 5 seconds in that song, and because of that, I've not listened to it. I don't think ever, all the way through. I have the one album on my phone, but like there's certain, that's not the only song. I feel like I'm a pretty harsh critic, but particularly for Beatles songs, if I don't like the opening 5 seconds, I likely have not listened to the whole song ever. Paperback Writer I have heard, and the song as a whole, it's good. It's not my huge favorite. I really don't like the opening, and so I usually skip it. What else is like that? Ballad of John and Yoko. I kind of assume from the title is probably not a popular song among the fandom. I just don't listen to it because I don't like the opening. Yeah, I'm pretty picky with Beatles music, I guess. I don't know what... That's a very specifically Beatles thing, too. I don't know why that is. Also, this is quite the gas guzzler. I maybe should have filled up when I had the chance, because we might run out of gas on the way back. But who cares about that? Look at that effing sky. Beautiful. Gotta keep things clean. I think we're almost there. And this is also very much like, look at that waterfall, that's definitely not Twin Peaks. That is very realistic that like the nature preserve is way out past a really long back and forth road. I feel like that's pretty legit. That has to have been based on when Swery visited the US. Greenvale Forest Park.
Is this government land?
No, it's private. Owned by Harry.
This whole area?
That's right. I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
You did mention that,
He used
yes.
the money left by his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that? This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are amazing. It all looks very well kept, too. Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. Take a shot every time you hear that, by the way.
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Jim Green, the Forest Park Warden.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree.
A murder did happen on the place,
These
but
two
other than
surveyed
that,
the body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Isaac Ingram found Anna's body. Isaiah Ingram, with a normal spelling, found Anna's body. I will say Isaac and Isaiah is a good...
You see that? Twins. Just like in my dream.
And that training card I found said one of them was named Isaac.
I'm sorry.
Isaac and Isaiah is a
Talk away
good
from you boys. I want to help your investigation.
name, a good set of name for twins.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on.
But Emily, don't you hate talking to children? You told me that on the way here, right?
Witness the crimes.
Specifically these children. I remember you saying that you hated these kids.
They have no idea what really happened.
And Emily's like,
That doesn't matter.
York, what are you talking about? Please shut up.
Right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms.
I'm sure they won't be
They may have seen
traumatized at all.
something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
It is true that we literally
Are you
called them
serious?
here to talk to
They
them.
never joke about matters like this.
Them smile. They all hate that smile.
Well, don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright.
They're not standing. Let's look at these kids.
Isaac. Isaiah. Tell me. What did you find?
She was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shiny. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrel, and a snake. A real snake.
I don't think there were weasels.
until
Oh, Emily's watching
we
and keeping an
know
eye on
now,
things. That's
Anna
nice.
was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess.
In
She
the
smiled when
woods.
she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's very nice. Isaiah. She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she was playing with those animals even then.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
Most useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them then.
Was that so bad? And to be fair, yeah, he did handle it all right. That
Okay,
really wasn't that bad.
This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unsung, our unknown subject, was here too. So, what happened here?
I've dealt with a couple of unsubs in my life, right, Zach? Let's start profiling. Profiling start. I hate this murder thing. I wish I wasn't murdered.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
And we got our poncho back on. It would appear there are 26 chapters, but I don't think they all take as long as chapter 1 did. And we might be on chapter 2 now? I'm not sure. I didn't really look. I don't know where that would be. I don't know. We'll find out at some point. Anyways, it's got kind of creepy music happening, but I think this is, I'm almost positive this is not combat at all.
As you requested, we have permission to stay and look around as needed. But what are you planning on doing?
To examine the scene, of course. Basic Crime Investigation 101. We might uncover some further evidence.
My men have covered this already. I seriously doubt that there's anything else to find.
Well, then you and Emily can wait in the car if that's but I'll take my time.
You can go sit in the corner if you want. Let's observe him. Maybe exactly what we need. We can sleep if we want. What observation do you have here, York? Definitely get some sleep here. Okay. Wait, George just like warped away. That was wild. Picture of a vest with holes. Picture in a place like this. You got picture of a vest with holes. So, despite the fact that that's one of 4, we're gonna forego the $10 here. Unless he has something cool to say. Well, I already missed it, and I'm not gonna do it for all of them. So that's it. Look it up on your own time if you wanna. Dang it, I regret it already. Especially for that one, because I was just talking about. Dang it. Can I restart the investigation? There's no place to save either, because it's realistic that there would not be a phone in this area. Darn it. Focus on the investigation. Let's go somewhere else. I'm just going to try. I'm going to look at something real quick.
The body was found in Greenvale Forest Park.
Dang it.
That's west from here.
Dang it.
Too far to walk.
I was really hoping I would get to cut straight to the park. No. Alright, don't worry. I'm definitely cutting this part out. Okay, legit, for editing purposes, cut all this part out. Don't even worry about searching through for funny bits. Well, if I keep driving like that, maybe I'll have to. Alright, we're back. I am very proud of my sense of direction. I did not check the map, and I did not make a single wrong turn. I did get into one wreck because of one a-hole. Yeah, it was a fairly painless process, just kind of tedious because I had to do the whole thing again. I also discovered you can skip cutscenes, including the profiling start thing. So hopefully we can look at this, and if York has anything interesting to say, we don't have to skip or wait through the whole 15-second cutscene. Yes! He had 0 things to say about it! But we got an extra $10. That's actually, that is good to know, especially considering we can skip the cutscene. So not worth it, but a little bit worth it. Yeah. That's all I got. What I was going to say, I don't think I finished this thought, was that piece of evidence ends up being pretty much the most important piece of evidence in the entire investigation. And there is really no explanation for how that photograph ever got taken. And even once you find out more about exactly what happened during the murder, it does not make sense why there is a photograph of that. It really is, it's just there so that the plot can continue. But yeah, as I said, it will become very important pretty soon. Effing nothing up here. Not even Agent Honor. There are 3 more pieces of evidence. I believe I have already caught sight of 2 of them. But we'll leave those. Oh, there's one right here. Zach, look. The depression of grass. I think we have a clue. 2 bent pieces of grass. I think the photograph was patches of grass that had been flattened. But nope, it's 2 pieces of grass. Oh, I got $18 extra for that. Unless that stacks. And that's the same as before. So yeah, how else do we procure more evidence? By shooting it out of the tree that it's hiding in. This game is so dumb, I love it. Oh, that dropped up there, that's why that exists. There's also some items up here. I really hope, if I remember the playthrough correctly, the Let's Play correctly that I've already seen, and they're not randomized. Oh no, it's a card of anagram. Also, like, there's no symbolism behind the name anagram, but it's like a nice, fun pun. I do enjoy it. Yeah, just wanted to point that out. I don't think there's any hidden meaning behind it. Aside from maybe you could say, oh, she's... Actually, there's an interesting thing. There's a missing piece of a pineal shoe. You could make the case, if you wanted to, defend the generic, fairly sexist writing of some elements of this game's plot. You could say by having a name like anagram... I'm stretching a little bit here, but I'm gonna pursue this line of thought. That could be a commentary on the fact that so many like murder investigation stories are exactly about the popular high school girl getting murdered, and the whole town is like, oh, it's such a tragedy. Twin Peaks being probably the most notable example, but like that is a very common trope. Even I had a class about detective fiction, and we had a unit about pointing out even true crime tends to deal with that. Making of a murderer, serial, it's always usually white. Serial was an exception there. But affluent, popular, lovable girl that everyone loved gets horribly murdered, and you have to figure out which of the creepy men did it. It's just a very common setting for detective fiction that ends up being really popular, because like society is weirdly obsessed with that kind of setup, and I think that's fascinating. So I don't think that's what they were going for in naming her Anna Graham, but you could make the argument that by having her name be something that can be rearranged into something else, maybe she is meant to be symbolic of, she is
One of these in a long
the
time.
epitome of
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels. All
she is
around
the
here.
epitome of
This depression.
this kind of repetitive story of popular teenage girls murdered, and some of the pieces get rearranged every time you hear the story, but it's basically the same story every time. This music really doesn't fit this scene,
Disgusting.
considering what George is talking about. I do love the song still, though.
George, you certainly have a vivid imagination. An interesting theory. Don't you think, Zach?
What was his name again? That Hollywood producer.
That's right. Joel.
Joel Schumacher.
You really ought to introduce
He also
George
had a
to
vivid
this.
imagination.
Profiling is a little different from writing a screenplay, though. An idea
Said the screenwriter writing the script.
Let me enlighten you, George. The footprints reveal that one of the heels were missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office. Furthermore, there would be even more disgusting evidence if you did kneel and, well, as you suggested. If you want proof, go ahead and try it for yourself. He
I was
knows
thinking
for
about
a
it, but
reason
no.
other than simple perversion.
Zach, what was he doing in front of Anna?
Let's start profiling.
Now I get it. He was kneeling to pray in front of her.
You know, that thing that the profiling just showed us.
She was a goddess.
You can definitely interpret that from that footage.
Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship. So who is Miss Stiletto Heels? The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship.
That's a stretch, York.
She could be another victim who was with her. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason. She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that.
I love how they have this. You can very easily tell it's the system of the sound is determined by how close
How
the
many
speaker is to the
women
camera
have Stiletto Heels in this
because of
town, do you
how
think?
loud York's line was there.
Should have at least one I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here wearing them, except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm...
Was she out of town during the murder? And if she has an alibi there that can be confirmed by other people, then we can cross her off the list pretty
It
quickly.
should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
Does this town have some sort of... Oh, I hadn't heard about the lumber mill industry in this town. How
Get
mysterious.
this show on the road. Could you guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
It would presumably be at least somewhat nearby, right? The murderer didn't drive down that left and right road. I just can't imagine that. Nice. I had something else to say. Oh yeah, they didn't talk about the picture with the cross or peace sign that much, but they will get more into it. Don't worry. Why is it pretty
If
far?
that's where she was killed, why would the killer go?
Yeah,
to
that's a really good
all the
question.
way here.
I don't know yet. My profiling instincts tell me one thing is for sure, though. The unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after. That could well be the key to all this. I will say this, though, George. Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub
A lot of times you
planted
slide
those
across the
stiletto
floor in your
footprints himself,
underwear and
well,
it just
everything I've just
turns
said.
really famous and
I bet
everyone
there's no
memes it all the
evidence that he
time.
left those stiletto footprints.
I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks.
All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO, modus operandi, his way of thinking. It usually unveils
Mansplaining
something
how
that a normal
investigations
forensic analysis
work.
may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
I forgot the name of this one. Man, we're not done with... Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. Let me double check something real quick. I was gonna say, this game is way longer than I remember it being, but let me check something.